Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning. I know we're on earlier, and it's because my host hopefully is getting out of the hospital this afternoon. So I wanted to come on earlier so that I'm available to go pick her up. So I am here a little early. So welcome, welcome, surprise. But before we get started into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. And if you want to join me in doing that, of course, I more than welcome that. Whether you're watching live or on replay, we can join together and multiply love out to the world. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And we let that love flow down into our heart like a chalice. And we fill up and overflow out to the world, allowing the love to circle the globe and fill it, touching every heart, igniting everyone higher and higher and higher towards unconditional love. Beautiful, beautiful. And if you yourself are in need of love in this moment, unconditional love for your mind, your heart, your body, a loved one, a situation, a relationship, we send this love to you right now as well. Just putting a big bubble of love around you that you can just take in like a giant tree takes in the sunlight from the sun. Just allow it to fill you up, touch every cell, every emotion, every thought, every breath. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for joining me in doing that. And of course, allowing the space for that. And for anyone that is new to this channel, I do have a giveaway every single Monday where I give away at least one personal recorded reading. On Tuesdays, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away the next Monday, how you can get into the drawing, and any other giveaway news. Here's the video that I put out this last Tuesday. And so Monday, I'll be pulling for two 30-minute personal recorded readings. So if you're interested in getting into that, be sure to check that out down below. Also, every month I do put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign. And here is the link for that. Maybe. Looks like they're uh maybe it is. I'll pop out the chat here in a sec. I don't know if those are going through. I don't look like they're popping up here. Hmm. Let me pop out the chat right now. Make sure that is working good. You just never know. You just never know. Okay, yeah, looks like they are there. There they are. All right. And in addition to those monthly readings, each week I put out at least one personal recorded reading. And the one I put out on Wednesday is Who's Thinking About You Right Now? And I included What Are They Thinking? So, and I have a ton of other pick a card readings available if you're ever wanting to check those out as well. So we've got those, and I think we are going good here. Looks like there's just some slowness in things this morning. I guess it's just not just me. I'm drinking my coffee. I'm trying to wake up and kind of look a little sleepier than normal. But it's because I wake up early to feed the puppies while my host, she's of course in the hospital, and so she usually feeds them really early, so they are up early wanting food. Right, I'm just also organizing my desktop here to get ready for the reading, sorry. All right, so I think that is good there. All right, perfect. And so if you are new to these readings or to this channel, how we handle the free readings, there is no special list. The chat is the list. You just put your question out there. I go down in order, first come, first serve. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading or for guidance, and Spirit knows what you're looking for, and we'll pull cards for that. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I'll step outside of the free readings, prioritizing those, dive deeper into those as well, pulling more cards, and then I'll return back into the free readings once I'm done and continue down the list. To make a donation, you can use the super chat down below, but also in the pinned comment and in the description of the video, I do include my PayPal, my Square, my Cash App, and Venmo. So whatever is convenient for you. And I don't look at dollar amounts. I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, moment to moment, country to country, planet to planet. So I don't look at those. Whatever you wish to do is great. All right. So I believe that is everything that I want to say here for now anyway. I am going to be using the circular tarot cards. I really like these. They're based on the Rider Waite, and then also Tarot of Dreams and various pick a cards. I am going to be keeping an eye on my text just to in case. Um, she texts me to say that they're releasing her and she's free to go. She is so ready to leave the hospital. She's been there since Monday, and she's not one that enjoys sitting around in a bed, right? So that's what's going on. All right. So apologies ahead of time. All right. So I think that is it. I don't have any donations. So we will start at the very top. And today we are starting with Dijona. Hey, Dijona. And I do have on my list sometime today, depending, or tomorrow, I will be completing your reading, your free reading. So, congratulations once again. And I am having a great day. I hope you are having a great day as well. And hey, Starfall. um, it looks like Starfall got in between there, between your question, your greeting and your question there, Dijona. So we'll have you right after Starfall. All right, you saw the podcast with Carmel, so now you have some details about my life, right? Whoa. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you for letting me know that. Appreciate your kind words. All right, so Starfall, you want a general for the last 2 weeks of June. Let's take a look and see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Wow, look at you. So you do have this wonderful rebirth coming here, death and rebirth, endings and new beginnings. And here you do have this movement with the Six of Swords, which is movement of thought, belief, and mindset, moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, from the choppy waters to the calmer waters. So whatever this change is, it is a great, a great um, movement. It's a positive thing. I mean, obviously, you've got the star card here too, which is represents, hope and dreams come true, wishing upon a star. So there definitely is this movement towards your dream. And I even feel here, Starfall, Starfall, right? Um, that some of this ending and beginning and transformation of thinking has to do about with what you feel the dream come true is. So I feel like in the last couple weeks of June, you're going to kind of just have some ahas. Like maybe um you have a new passion that comes in that changes, like this is what I want for my life. Um or you get some stuff that you thought was your dream and you're like, it feels empty. It doesn't feel fulfilling. And I feel like you do make this change, you change up and have this movement. And when we have movement of mind, sometimes that comes out into the physical world and there's actual movement, because it starts with a thought, becomes words, become action, becomes movement, right? And so I feel like that's what's kind of coming through for you. in these last 2 weeks. So I like it. I like it. I like it. And that's what they have for you right now, Starfall. So many blessings to you. And Dijona, thank you for your patience. So you were looking at what are some good things? What some good things that Spirit wants you to know? You know, uh, isn't everything a good thing? I know, I know, I know. All right, look at you too. So you got the Nine of Pentacles here. And so this represents here's you in spirit. There's a little snail down here too, which shows that this has been kind of a wonderful growth process, right? Of really developing a stronger and stronger and stronger awareness of your worth in relationship to the outside world, guided by spirit. So you really have this clarity that's been building and building and building. And now here with the Three of Wands. This is a good thing. It's like, you know what? I have new information, I have new knowledge, new courage, new things opening up in the outside world. And rather than going the this way that I was going to go, I'm going to choose option two, and I'm taking an off ramp and I'm going in a different direction. This is you. It's not like the tower where things are being removed out of your life and change is happening for you. This is you stepping forward and you're deciding, you know what? I don't want to go this way anymore. I want to go this way. So I like this because there's this beautiful, abundant feeling in the outside world. You standing on your own, the nine is the hermit's journey. So you feel like you don't need any other humans with this change and you don't feel dependent upon them. And this other route would have been more, I feel, it's these feelings and thoughts and beliefs of, well, I need this and this and this. And so, in order to make people happy and get what I am wanting, I have to compromise and go this way. Well, now you're like, hey, no compromise. I'm going to go do what I want to do. And I feel like you're having this alteration of your course because of it. So that is what I feel is coming in for you, Dajona. So many, many blessings to you. And I am excited to pull cards for you. So hopefully it'll be today. If not, I have it on my priority list. So if it's not today, you'll get an email tomorrow, but hopefully today. All right. So that's what's coming through. Many blessings to Dajona LA. Hey, hey, hey. General read for next week. Okay, let me look. I don't see any alarms. What just happened? I'm just giving you crap. You can always change your mind, and I never mind it. All right, but let's take a look here and see the general read for the next week. All right. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. Well, I do like this for you here. So, wonderful, wonderful release here. Here, the Seven of Swords are our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. You decided to be stable. You're so cute. The Seven of Swords. Leaving behind emotions, I mean, sorry, thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve us, right? That have been thievery before us, that have cheated us out of things in the past, that have been deceptive. And there's this clarity that's coming in. All this clarity. I feel like, this is like anyone who, if there's been someone who's been deceptive, that things are being seen. The veil is being dropped on people who have been putting forth deceptive things, and truth is coming. Capital T, truth is being seen, and I love it. Here's the King of Pentacles. What a great card to get! Abundance, victory. Um, you know, the outside world just feels full and overflowing. So, very, very positive card that comes in here. And you have the Moon card too here. And I like this because this is Mother Luna, and this is, again, here's the hidden is revealed. Things come forward and are seen. And I love the Mother Luna, Mother, nurturing energy of nurture yourself, allow the truths to come out. Don't allow these truths that are revealed Spirit's like saying, don't allow them to define you, right? Um, just understand that when people have deceptive thoughts about themselves, they have no other choice but to act the way they did. And when you realize that, okay, these things that are unfolding are not about me. This I just happened to be standing at the zoo near the monkey poo cage, and the monkey threw some poo, and I got hit by it, right? And it's like, okay, but that's the monkey was being a monkey because it didn't know how to be anything else. And so as things unfold and as truth comes out, just know, that you can step back. It's like you can even step up to the moon and see things from that higher perspective, knowing that okay, even though it impacted my life, and I feel like with the King of Pentacles, you're going to get um, compensated, right? Um, but um, but there's an important piece of releasing their actions and their words. It's like the forgiveness in a way. I know this is a hard thing for all of us, but I loved what really helped me was uh, when I heard someone mention forgiveness is choosing to no longer be a vessel of pain because of someone else's actions or words. And we don't forgive the action, we just forgive the person, um, so that we can pour out that pain out, and then we become a vessel that's open for love to come in, and we're not going to have to carry around that pain anymore because of someone else's words or actions. We're like, no, I refuse to continue to be that, and I love this for you. So this is what is coming through, and I like it for you, LA. So it feels like a wonderful week of release, and just like feels like a big deep breath. So I like it. And that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you. Oh, stable one. You're so funny. All right. You are welcome. All right, Julia. Hello. You are up next. So a message here. Let me just put this down a little bit. There we go. So messages from David, what he wants to say. Um, all right. So what does he want to say? What he wants to say, but is holding back. Okay. Well, thank you for your prayers, Julia. We will take them. We will take them. They're getting down to some understanding of what's going on, which is great. All right. So let's see here. What is he holding back? Yeah. So we have the mother nature, mother nurture energy here, the sensuality, the new birth. So they are definitely wanting this, and they're wanting the nurturing, they're wanting, this intimacy, this sensuality, this freedom. The she's a lot like the Empress who is free of all these expectations, and they just want this freedom and this birth to happen without all the leftover stuff. And you can kind of see here that I feel like they don't say it in so many words, but you obviously know this, that they've been pounding their head up against a wall for a long time trying to get out of there. Sorry for there we go. And I feel like they are working here. Of course, the 9 is the hermit's journey, getting through this energetic block that's been holding them back from being able to move forward in this. But I feel like by the time they return, they're gonna have had time away to really think and reflect and see things and see what they're wanting in life, and that opens up the gateway here because 'cause they're stepping into their power where they're able to step through. And I feel like that's the thing that they would hardly wanna say to anyone is, "I'm struggling. I've really hit my head against the wall so many times, I've damaged my brain, and I'm ready to go through." And this is what they want to this is what's on the other side of it. So, I like that. Definitely fiery energy, moving forward. Um, here's all that fire element. So they're getting there. They're getting there. And I feel like that's what they're wanting, to know. Um, because I feel like they don't want to appear weak, which is a very, I think that this is Leo, right? Um, Lions don't want to appear weak. They have to show themselves as strong, because that's their courage, their nature, right? Roar. Uh, so um, I like it. They're showing me in my head. You've always seen these um, um, kind of like memes or whatever that are out there, or little videos of lion, like a big old lion with a lioness, and the lioness has the lion whooped, because um, he does something and she roars, and you see the lion go. And I feel like that's like what's really going on, that they realize I I can show myself, and they will. It's gonna, because of what happened before, in their past. That's why they're so tentative, of course. So that is what is coming through. Aw, his eyes say it all, huh? Yep, yep, and, is it truly fair for those that end up with people like us in this chat room, where we feel everyone's emotions, we see deeper, behind their veil, and we're just like, "Why are you hiding? Don't you know who I am?" But that's alright. We give them grace, right? We just go, "Alright, we'll give you your space, we'll give you your time, even though we know completely what's going on, and it's okay." So, just send that love to him. Alright, Julia, I like it. So many blessings to you. Right, Sana Samreen, hey, hey. So how will your future be with Zakir? Let's take a look here and see what is happening here. What messages? Oh, okay. All right. So you do have this higher love here that's coming in with the Ace of Cups and the Magician too. Fire, action, movement is coming up here towards love. So in the future here, there is this movement. They have the Ace of Cups on their table to offer, among other things, and they are going to be offering love soon, a higher love, a different love than you've had before. I feel like they're really learning to step into their power. And this also is a message for you that whatever you focus on does grow and expand. And while you're waiting, there's this dual message of this is about self love here. Raising your love vibration helps things to happen faster. Things are moving slow to give you time to really step into your power and raise your vibration. And how you do that here with that magic wand is whatever we focus on is what grows and expands. And so, if we're focusing on gratitude for what is in our life, how it is unfolding, joy, laughter, unconditional love, peace, all that gratitude that just tells the universe, I am grateful. I enjoy being grateful. So bring more things for me to be grateful for. And the universe is like, yeah. And when we are focusing on what we're missing in our life, we're telling the universe, I really enjoy missing things and people in my life. Can you make me miss them more and miss more things? The universe says, yeah. And like we focus on what we hate in our lives. We're telling the universe, I really enjoy hating things. Can you bring me more things to hate? And they're like, yeah, because they follow our energy. So the power we have is focusing on the unconditional love, the higher vibrational energies. Our love moves up and that speeds things up, because things go slower, because when we're in our lower vibration, we're tired of drawing in things we fear, things pushing away things that are missing, drawing in more things that we hate. There's all this wonderful refreshing, pushing, not focusing on our fears, which is what we're taught to do, and we move it to focusing in on the higher love. It's all about habit, changing our habit. Whatever reminders you can put around you, I usually put like a silent vibrating alarm on my phone every half hour or hour, every waking, of course, half hour or hour to bring me back to gratitude. And that changes our habit to where we focus on this instead of our habit of focusing on fear. So I like this for you very much. The more you focus on raising your love vibration, the faster that it's drawing together. So I like that for you, Sana Samreen. So that is what they have. Many, many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list. Oh, you came out, huh, Julia? You let him know. That's funny. All right, Sio Shanta, you were up next. Hello, hello. Messages from Spirit. Let's see what they have here for you. All right, look at you with these new opportunities that are coming your way here with the Page of Pentacles. So there's going to be some opportunities presenting themselves, excuse me, and you have the Chariot card, the victory, the movement. So there is this wonderful energy of movement towards opportunities just opening up. And I feel like there's several of them headed your way. I like the Chariot card coming in because this is showing that you have the power over each one of these of, what story you apply to each moment, what emotion you want to feel, and then also the energy you want to invest in each moment. Because that's the power of our choice, right? Even though we're given a lot of popular opinions about what story or what something is supposed to mean, we still get to choose it. We can change our habit of what we're choosing, right? Because every moment's either of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love or fear of failure, fear of rejection, all that fear, right? And so we're taught that when something happens, oh, this is what this is supposed to mean. But does it really need to? No, I get to choose. Same thing with emotions. Oh, you're supposed to feel this way when that happens. You're like, do I really want to feel that way? No, I don't have to. I'm going to change my habit by stepping into my power, as well as energy, like we just talked about. Wherever I focus my energy, gratitude, or fears expands and grows. So I like this. Opportunities are coming up, some because of your choices that you're making and the energy that you've been changing. Others are opportunities coming up to give you the choice of which way are you going to go with it, what energy you're going to make it. Is it going to be something devastating or something exciting and new opening up? Is it going to be something of same old lower vibrational people coming in, or is it going to be something higher with higher vibrational people coming in? So I really like this. Spirit is saying that you've been working on your energy and your focus, and all these opportunities are coming because of it, and also kind of a lab for you to experiment with it. So I like this, Shanta. Very, very powerful time for you, and I like it. So that's what's coming through, and that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you. Right. All right. So see you, Shanta. That is what they have. And Angelique, you are up next. So you would like a love reading. All right. Let's see. What does Spirit have for you? All right. All right. So these are the order they came in, and I like these for you. Don't let that scare you, because this is the old ways, right? These are the old fears. Expectations equal disappointment, heartbreak, blah blah blah, right? And I like that you're like, you know what? I do not want to focus on my fears anymore. The Two of Wands is showing that you have a choice in each moment of where you focus that energy, and you're headed off into a new world. This one that you've let go of is the old ways, and you're headed off and seeing the world in a different way, cutting away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you around love. The supposed to be's, the should be's, the need to be's, the have to be's, the must, all that opinion you've been given all your life. You're like, you know what? I don't need that. I'm moving forward. And here is the movement of love coming into your life. Here's the knight, literally the knight riding in on the white horse, offering you new love, right? And this quest for new love takes you, and this is like the explorer. You're ready for this new search, this new adventure to come in here, but it has to do with where you invest your energy. If you get sucked back into the fears, then you just draw in the same old, you know, lower vibrational people that match that energy. But as you're focusing on a higher love, raising your love vibration, letting go of these fears, seeing things from that higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love, then you have this new love come in. This quest, all these nights have quests. That night, quest after the Ace of Cups, which is self love. And that's part of the transformation that happens for you, because we cannot love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So the more we expand our self-love by letting go of those thoughts that no longer serve, emotions and friendships and relationships, emotions that no longer serve, allows us to cut away like these sandbags on the giant hot air balloon we're in, and it allows you to go higher. And then you bump into people at that level instead of the people that are down below that are still in fear, and they can only offer you reflections of fear to reflect back to you what you're feeling. So the more you let fears go and the restrictions go, and you open up your eyes and your life, it's refreshing, and you're at a higher level, fresh air up above, not in the smog down below. And I like that. Because then, like you said, you're at this level where you're bumping into people who offer you a higher love than that lower vibrational love. So this is great. I like that for you, Angelique, and that's what they have for you right now. So I like it. Just, it's a win-win. The more you expand your self-love, the more you expand your love able to give and receive. Because if you love yourself this much, no matter how much love you want to pour out to someone, it's just going to trickle out. No matter how much love they want to give you, it's just going to trickle in. But if you expand that self-love, this way you get this beautiful flood of unconditional love from above, which is a win. And then a win-win is that you also can love and receive love from others, humans in the physical world, in a more expansive way too. So I like it. Definitely worth it. All right. And that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. And Kritika, you will be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. All right. Always victory. Thank you so much for your donation. And could you manifest the money before your birthday? All right. Let's take, whoa. Wow. Cards are flying. Let me just grab that real quick here. Do we need another card? You get the Sun card, the most victorious, one of the most victorious. Some tarot readers say the most victorious card, but definitely in the top 5. Uh, Victory, success, absolutely. And it just has to do with your energy, releasing any limiting beliefs that are down under your subconscious, right? It's the inner child showing their head here with the Leo. Let your child out to play. Um, Ask your inner child, is there any reason why I can't have that by my birthday? And then see what they say here. Yeah, you have the Ace of Swords, which is all about, or the Page of Swords that holding the Ace of Swords, which is about seeing things from a higher perspective and cutting away the fears, the old beliefs. Definitely, it's whatever we focus on is what grows. And I'm a big proponent of gratitude. Yeah, and the Two of Wands. So that's pretty much it. Whatever we focus on grows. If we focus on our fears and the missingness, then we have more of that. But if we focus in on gratitude and the higher vibrational energies, we actually ask the universe, I want more to be grateful for. Or that sounds almost childish. It's more, I really enjoy having things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for all these things, and I would love more things to be grateful for. And the universe is like, yes, I want to be able to do that. And your energy matches up to it, which invites it in. So I love it. I love it. If it's putting sticky notes all over the place about gratitude, or how I always talk about cell phone silent alarms while you're awake to come back to gratitude because the more we focus on it, the more we draw in. So I like it. I like it. I like it. And happy birthday early for whenever that is. I'll be the first to, well, probably not the first, but I like it because the two cards that came back out of the deck are the power of choice. And I like the here's the movement of thought and belief and mindset and the quest for it. So I see that you are already in process. So, boom, you're applying it right away, which I like. All right, and that's it. So easy breezy, right? Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. Always, Victory, and excited for your birthday. All right. So Kritika Sayani, you want to know the future of your connection with Anavesh. All right, let's take a look here and see what they have coming through here. So, yeah, they're saying, have peace of mind, put your mind at rest here. There is a possibility of this huge, fulfillment overflowing here. But I know, oh no, just stop there, stop the video. But this is good though, because this is you taking a different way. They're like, yeah, you can have that. But I feel like new information comes. I feel like new awareness comes where you're actually wanting to go a different direction. Because you can definitely have this with them. But I feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, but there's something even more for you. Not to limit yourself, not to um, settle, because there's just so much more available to you. And so I feel like this Three of Wands is all about. It's about we have plans to go from A to B and then B to C, and when we get to B, we're like, I want to go to D instead, because C, in the process of getting from A to B, you just have new information and you have new interests, new something drawing you into a different direction. So it definitely is a possibility, but Spirit is really nudging you just to be aware and keep your eyes open and your heart open and your mind open, because you might be just like, wow, I was going to settle for this, but such a deal is happening over here, you know, is what's coming through. So that is what they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. All right. And Mahipus Ruby, hello, hello. So you want to know the feelings of Jevi towards you. Absolutely. Let me just make sure here too. All right. Very good. So feelings of Jevi towards you. All right. All right. And I know we've been there's like this, you have this very big transformative energy that's coming here, both with the Hanged Man. I mean, you got three major arcana. So this is a big happening for your life here, because it feels like you've been in a cocoon, you've been waiting for things to unfold. And here comes the Tower. There's going to be an ending and a beginning. The Hanged Man is like an ending, beginning, but it's like a long, drawn out process, like, caterpillar in a cocoon. It takes time for things to unfold here. And I feel like that we're asking for their feelings towards you, but I feel like your spirit team is going, "Nah, don't worry about it. You're in this holding pattern and transformation. You're going to have things removed out of your life for you." So I feel like Jevi's going to be moved out of your life to open up space, and open your path to head off to this wonderful rebirth. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, but also sensuality, new birth, harvest that comes in. And I feel like this holding pattern's been there to keep you from becoming attached and going down that road deeply, um, because there's this new birth that's coming your way, this new uh, something more in alignment with you, because that's what's happens with the tower is things are burned down to make room for something else to be built in its place, or it's an obstacle in your path for where your soul wants to head, and there's someone more in alignment with your heart down the road. And we trust spirit, right? They see the big picture, they see behind the veil, they see everything that's available out there. And sometimes we're like, well, I'll take the bread and the water for my lunch, and they're like, "But there's a 10-course meal in here with 2 desserts, so can we guide you to that instead?" And you're like, "No, no, I'll just take the bread and the stale bread and the muddy water. I'll take that." And it's like, our spirit team is like, "No, no, we want you to go here," because they love us and they want our highest experience. So that's what's coming in, Mahipis. So hopefully that, um, makes sense, and resonates for you there, but that's what's coming through. So you are very welcome. Many, many blessings to you. Right, Dollface Diva, you'll be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Johanna. You've been seeing 777 daily lately. Any messages with that? Sure, let's take a look here. And absolutely, I mean, great awareness, because we definitely get um, reminders and messages. They're trying to get our attention all the time, right? And so they want those. And then they also want to give you a path to the soul card here. And these, I call them the spiritual ink blot test, because they are a picture. It's fractal imaging, is what it's called. And whatever you see in it is a special message for you. And then I'll read the author's interpretation. So here you go. Sorry for the glare. They're very glossy. We'll try to have it not be so reflective. But I'll zoom in a little bit here so you can see it a little closer. So whatever you see, and then let's take a look and see what the card meaning is. Oh, I like it. So it's magical is the name of the card, and it says embrace the magic within all of your day-to-day experiences. Think back to the days of childhood when anything could happen. Begin to expect the unexpected. Many small yet wonderful surprises are coming your way. And this is the calling of the universe to return to childlike wonder and believe that anything can happen. Look for the magical in the mundane and watch as life transforms from the ordinary into a mystical adventure of the unexpected. So they're wanting you to just see and be open to wonderful things happening and coming your way here. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna jump to these cards first here, because we've got wish upon a star, like a little child, right? Return to this wonderment, this beautiful chalice. Allow yourself to be filled up with the love from above that flows out to the world here. But this is dream come true. It's almost like it says, return back to the childlikeness of the anything is possible. What are the dreams that I had before this kicked in, right? Because before we come down here, we do have this openness and this freedom. But when the devil card comes in with the Capricorn, Saturn energy, it's showing us and rattling our cage, showing us all of the expectations, the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets, the attitudes, all those expectations that cage us and make us feel like, well, dream, miracles, magic, no, be more realistic, right? We're told about you can't be an alien, you can't be an astronaut, think of something more in alignment with your, you know, that's stable, blah, 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 right? Psh, they deflate our little dream. And here you have the Four of Swords, peace of mind. So more of that Swords energy, like the the devil card, but these are the expectations. These are the things that, cut away our thoughts, that restrict us and our thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the must. But they're sleeping on the Ace of Swords, which brings in the mental stability. It's allowing us to cut away these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And here you are with the Two of Swords. You got a lot of the thinking and mindset energies coming in here. So I feel like those 777 is about being aware of those blocks, because like the sevens, when you in the minor arcana, are, if you think of like a six of three on each side where there's this beautiful flow in the middle, a seven has this big boulder that gets stuck there. And that is what, the devil card, the shadow card, the, Saturn Capricorn energy does. It's like, I'm going to put this in your way so you have to see it so you can release it, and it'll free you. You don't have to carry it around anymore. You don't have to feel chained and trapped. And I like the Two of Swords because it talks about reaching pivotal points in here where you close your eyes and open your heart. Trust the intuition, trust that it can guide you. Allow your heart to have a seat at the table in making decisions, not just the mind, because your heart has a passion it wants to live. It doesn't want to exist. And of course, when we make decisions strictly with the mind, you know, our heart doesn't seem to be happy with that. It doesn't get to live. It's like, oh, we're checking off check boxes. Yay. If we make decisions strictly with our heart, that can be dangerous too, right? Because we'll do things that don't make sense, right? That don't turn out well because we didn't have used the beautiful, brilliant mind of planning, or the knowledge that we get, right? So, beautiful balance between heart and mind, I feel, is what they're bringing in here, and some beautiful release. So, and if you ever have any other angel numbers, I love just searching the internet, going angel number like 777, and you're going to get like a million hits or more, and just flow down and find which one draws you to it. And then there's messages there too. So I like it. But that's what's coming through, Johanna. So thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And we will return here to the free readings. And we had left off with Dollface Diva. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee here. All right. So let's see a general for the weekend. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to know? What's going to be happening? All right. Well, seeker of truth this weekend, even more than normal, because you got the Hierophant here with the five, and this is an invitation for you to go inward and really find your capital T truths. And here's the Ace of Swords, which allows you, it's a gift from the universe to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, those that are rooted in unconditional love, which is double edged, which allows you to cut away fears and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you. And so there's this freedom, this awareness that definitely comes in here. So this weekend feels, like I said, it just feels like a time of higher truth, seeing through the small t truths of fear, and fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of losing conditional love, seeing beyond other people's fears too, and seeing things just from a whole different, higher perspective allows you to see some people in a completely different way. Some people that you love already, you just s- uh, love them even more deeply, whether it's family, friend, or romantic. Other people that you hate, which I don't think you hate anyone, but other people that irritate you, more accurate, right? Um, that You're like, "Oh, I see why they irritate me. I see what trigger is coming in, but I also am seeing where they're coming from." Like, you get information or you just witness something and you're like, "Oh, wow. Now I see why they act the way they do." And it just allows you to go, okay. That's why they're cranky all the time. I didn't realize they were working 2 jobs to help take care of their, ill grandmother. It's like that kind of thing where you realize some information that you're just like, "Wow, I just thought they were a jerk, but they're just exhausted. Maybe I can help," Maybe I'll offer to make some meals for them so that they don't have to worry about that and, or something. I just feel like there's that type of aha that happens this weekend. So I like that for you, Dollface Diva, and many, many blessings to you. You are very welcome. All right, Anya Ohuya, you'll be my next free reading, but I do have a donation, so shall return. You're welcome, Johanna. Very, very interesting. All right, Nova, thank you for your donation. And you'd like messages and guidance from Spirit. Yeah, I am doing very well, thank you. I'm waking up. I'm waking up. Um, as you guys might have noticed, I'm on a little earlier. My host, that I live in her basement, she's one of my best friends. She's been in the hospital since Monday, but fingers crossed, she's going to get out today. And so I wanted to come on earlier so I can be available to move forward and pick her up. So that's why we're here early. So thank you for asking. Oh, I like this for you here. Messages and guidance from Spirit. Okay, and these two. All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you've been doing some deep work here, Nova. I see here with the Justice card. The Ace of Swords here allows you to connect to the capital teachers of the higher realm, and the scales. We start off out of balance. We all do because we're given all of these. Supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos, all these are popular opinions that are rooted in fear of rejection, all that kind of stuff. And so it starts off out of balance until we connect to the higher realms. We see things from a different perspective outside of fear, and then we see what the fears are and we start cutting away. So the balancing of the scales happens fast because not only are we putting unconditional love stuff on that side of the scale, we're also cutting away and throwing things off of the scale that has conditional love, that fear on it. So it's doing both. So I feel like you've been doing this work. You've been really looking into that, and it's because of these. I'm going to jump to these real quick because we've got here the Eight of Pentacles, which is you've done the work and you're going to see the movement. And here's all this energy coming in here with the Eight of Wands here. So two eights, this wonderful flow and balance. So you're gonna see quick movement coming here in the outside world, in whatever area that you've been putting this work in and doing this balancing, you're gonna see things change and move. And with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like whatever area you work in, it can't stay the way it is, whether it's a relationship or friendships or whatever with people or job or education, whatever it is, you come to this place of like, I can't stay where I'm at. I either have to move up, like relationship, job, whatever it is, or I got to move on because things can't stay the way. You reach this fork in the road where there's no forward one. It's either this way or this way, more like this way or this way. And it's like, mm, you know, it can't continue going this way. It has to go up or out. Uh, and you make the decision with it, right? It's like a butterfly, is hanging around with caterpillars. Once they become a butterfly, they can't hang around with caterpillars anymore. Um, because the caterpillars go, I want you to carry me. And you're like, no, you become a butterfly and come fly with me. They're like, no, I want to be a caterpillar. And you're like, okay, well, enjoy caterpillar life because I need to fly and I can't, you know, be a butterfly walking with a bunch of caterpillars. It just, you just don't see it because a butterfly goes, I can't, they can't stand it. They're like, I have wings to fly. I can't walk anymore. I need to fly and I need to go after, nectar from flowers. I don't want to eat leaves anymore. I want to go. And so things just don't match up anymore. Yeah, this makes sense. So that's when they have, because the butterfly needs to be true to their authentic self and who they are. And there's this movement that happens here. Here's the Queen of Wands, too. She stands in her power. She has the Ace of Wands. She has the fire in her belly to do things, to focus her energy and to get things done. Little black kitty, also spirit, spiritual connection. And I love this because whenever we reach a fork in a road, if we're unsure of which way we want to go, we go inward and upward. We can contact the eye in the sky that you have this connection with spirit with. And if you're unsure of which way to go, you can just ask them, which way is for my highest experience? And spirit will answer you and they will tell you because they do want you to have the highest experience possible in this lifetime. And they'll tell you. Yeah, you definitely can do that. If you've been, putting in the effort and the work around it, then things are about to move 'em, and there's about to be a change, but still staying true to your authentic self and go the direction you want, not what everyone is, trying to tell you, right? They're like, "Oh, but we want you to make caterpillar music." And you're like, there's plenty of caterpillars to make caterpillar music, but butterfly music is my thing." So I like it. Very much, staying true to it, letting go of your fears, all those things they mentioned. You've been working on this, and you're about to see the progression. You're about to see the movement in those areas. So I like it for you, Nova. And again, thank you so much for your donation. And that's what they have for you right now. Howdy, howdy, intuitive enlightenment. Welcome, welcome. Unconditional love to you too. All right. So we're back over here to Anya Ahuya. You wanted to know, will you get what you want by tomorrow morning? All right. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has for you here. Well, it's within your power. There's possibility that exists here because you've got the Eight of Swords, which is a flow of letting go of what thoughts, limiting thoughts and beliefs you've had that have blinded you, bound you, and trapped you here. And there is this release here that comes in from looking at, what am I fearing? What of my own thoughts have been limiting me? Because the Queen of Wands shows here with this Ace of Wands that she holds, you have the capacity and the ability. Whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. When we focus on our fears, like we talk about, we grow that. We are the ones that, have this energy that comes in that expands those fears. So if we feel like I'm missing something and I'm not going to get it by tomorrow morning, well, the universe goes, "Oh, so you're telling me you enjoy not getting what you want and you want me to have other things not show up that you want to." And you're like, yeah, that's what our energy is telling them when we're focusing on that, right? But when we focus in on our, gratitude and unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, we're telling the universe, I really enjoy feeling gratitude for things. Can I have more things to be grateful for? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. So there is this absolute possibility here, and I love that it's in your hands here. So um, all you have to do is like release your fears and focus on and raise your vibration energy so that it matches what you're wanting. And as long as it's for your highest experience, too, of course, we've got the kitty cat, which is your connection to spirit, and if it is for truly for your highest experience, what your soul is wanting, then, we comes in. If it's going against what is for our highest experience, sometimes our soul blocks things. It's like you see a hot person at a club and you're headed over to flirt with them, and spirit is like your best friend that comes in and just spills something on you so that you can't, because they're like, that person is not for your highest experience. So they're your best friend that blocks you and keeps you from going in a direction that isn't for you. and they'll nudge you and help you in agreement with your soul, of course. But that's what's coming through, Anya. So many, many blessings to you. All right, we'll continue moving down the list here. All right. So next up, Aldona. Hello, hello. I am doing great, like always. It's what people will go. Hope you're doing great, and I'm like, I am, and if I'm not, it's my own fault because my power of choice. And there's nothing wrong if I'm not great, but I had enough of ungreatness in my life. A lot of sadsies. I was sadsies and angry and all those lovely, fearful emotions. Uh, I was like, the first half of my life, I experienced that. The second half, I'm going to experience this. And when I'm done, I'll decide which one I liked more. So I like it. All right. So, and you want to know general for the summer. So you have this transformation that's happening here during the summer here. And I like it for you because a lot of it has to do with this connection with your higher self. Two major arcana. So this is a significant time in your life in the summer here. Because here's your human, here's your higher self, the maiden with the um, infinity symbol representing your eternal self, and there's this beautiful, like I've been talking about butterflies. Here's like the cocoon. You've been going through this wonderful transformation. And what happens here? So, we experience life like I call it master number 11. Our ego, our human, we get to experience the full extent of it without the connection to our higher self. Like in the beginning, we don't realize that we are have our higher self with us at all times. We just go about life feeling scared and feeling alone and hungry and thirsty, nothing filling us up, nothing taking away our thirst. Eventually, we become hangry, which is hungry, angry, roaring in the jungle, and our higher self goes, boop. All right, it's time for me to come down and introduce myself. And that's master number 22. The awareness that there's two of us living this human experience, the character we're playing and the actor behind the character. And we're like, wow, I didn't have any idea. And it's great because our higher self doesn't come down to put the line out of its misery, cage it, try to control it or whatever, because it knows, our higher self knows what our little human self is truly hungering for is the unconditional love of the higher realms. And it's perfect because our higher self is a being made of unconditional love. And so it's able to give, it just like hugs and gives all the love that our human self has been looking for. And then they're not like Superman who comes down and rescues and then takes off. Now our human is aware of our higher self. You add the 11 plus the 22 to get master number 33, which is this beautiful joining together, hand and paw, because that it is this journey, a new enhanced journey where you're not so desperate to find something that satisfies your hunger and your thirst in the outside world. And sorry, I just noticed it was 10:33 here. Master number 33. And there's this joining together, and it's like, yes, there's this new journey, this new adventure that unfolds. So the summer here is this transformation. You're becoming aware in the cocoon of your higher self, and there's this joining together. One of my, I think it's I forget which. I have so many tarot decks, but there's one that has a line with wings, which is the joining together of our higher self and our human self. And you become this new creature, you become this new being, and you have this new beingness that you experience. And so I like this for you, Aldona. This summer is very transformational, and it feels like you start a new journey. Definitely. So I like it. I like it. I like it. So that is what we have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. And Princess Pinky, you are up next. So anything you need to know. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So you've been working on your energy and where you've been focusing your energy, because you have 2 wands card. Here's the Ace of Wands, and you're holding on the Ace of Wands, and I like this. I love the 9 of Wands because I resonate with it. Having, hit my head against an energetic block for many years, where I had head injury, and that's why the bandage is on the head, trying to get through this energetic block, right? You've been you had been feeling like in your life, like there's these fields that I can't get through. It feels like this forest field, these invisible walls. I can't find love. I can't get a good paying job. I only, are able to get this type of experiences. But you've been really looking into where you focus in your energy and stepping into your power. And where this Ace of Wands used to block the way here, because you are stepping into your power, focusing less and less and less on fears and more on gratitude and unconditional love and joy, all the stuff that we focus on that grows with that, it's opened up this space and you're starting to feel these walls drop to where you can move forward through it because you can fit right through there and walk through it. So, Spirit is saying, continue to do this, continue to look at this. Um, you know, some of the blocks that we have, of course, are our little inner child, our emotional inner child is the one who runs the control panel of the forest fields. And I think we've talked about, where these a lot of the forest fields are coming from. Go back to when we were 7 years old and younger, when we were developing our rate of emotional exchange or abundance exchange, where, as a little child, there was someone who was important. Parents are usually the usual suspects that we talk about, but they're the ones that we had to do so much for to get very little attention back. Like we had to give 1,000 love coins to get one love coin back. We're children, we're like, well, that seems fair. And then that just sinks down into our subconscious, and our little inner child's down there with a little, one of those little etch a sketches, just keeping hatch marks. How many love coins are you giving? And we're like, why can't I find love? Why can't find abundance? I'm like, well, you only have 200 of the 1,000 love coins you've given, only 800 more to go. And we might even have a time in our life where, like, oh, look, abundance came in for a moment, and then the walls went back up because when we reached 1,000 love coins, there was a celebration. The inner child let down the force field, allowed some abundance to come in, but then it resets back to zero. They shake the etch a sketch, no more hatch marks, back up to trying to reach 1,000 again. But the great news is that when we bring that to our consciousness out of our subconscious, we think about who it is that we were trying to overplease when we were younger. When we identify it, a little edit button appears by that 1,000, and we get to go in that field and delete it to go up from 1 to, from 1 to 1,000 to 1 to 100, down to 1 to 10, down to 1 to 1. Click the little save button that's there, and then it seeps back into our subconscious, and our inner child is like, "Woohoo!" It shakes the Etch a Sketch because it's like it's 1 to 1 now, and you have plenty, and so those barriers fall down, and then you start having love come in, you have abundance come in as you're raising that love vibration, right? So I like this for you, and that's what they want you to know right now. So hopefully that is helpful, and many blessings to you, Princess Pinky. All right, we'll continue moving down the list here. Happy Pill, you'll be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Nova, for your additional donation. And you're curious about what your connection with spirit is like. You're wondering if you're strongly connected or not. All right, let's take a look here. What does spirit want you to know here? All right. And they also want to bring you in a higher self oracle. So let's take a look here. Okay. You've got magician energy here with manifest. Stepping into your power here. Let's see what message comes there, and then we'll see what these tarot also mention here. So this is there's a quote from Wayne Dyer, which I love him. He's on the other side right now, so he's with us right now, of course. It says, "Imagine it. Live as if it were your reality. Allow no detractors. But most important, assume the feeling of it, and you will merge with it, and it will merge with you, so that is no longer a duality. It is you becoming one with what you desire." It says all creation comes from the mind, and the divine creates through the infinite intelligence of the mind, and we create utilizing the same process. This card indicates a need to recognize that you too are a creator and possess manifesting abilities. It is within you to harness the power of your creative faculties and to call upon the wisdom of your imagination to manifest your desires into form. So do not worry about the size of your dreams because everything is possible. Your higher self is asking you to get clear on what you want to create without worrying about any possible limitations. Write down the number one thing you wish to manifest. Consider creating a journal or a vision board to reinforce the dream in your mind. And additionally, feel how it would be to actually manifest your dream because the feeling aspect of manifestation increases its power. Keep a consistent positive mindset throughout the manifestation process, since that joyful energy will manifest your dream more quickly. If your mindset or your energy constantly fluctuates while manifesting, it sends mixed signals to the universe. So, consistency is key. Meditate and ask your higher self to provide the right guidance to execute it. And while you may have a very clear idea on what it takes to manifest, your higher self's vision is holistic and knows the best path forward to make your dream a reality. Your higher self will also be able to identify any necessary pitfalls or obstacles when it comes to manifesting your vision. You may experience occasional rerouting during the manifesting process, but trust the direction you'll be given, right? It's like when you're have your navigation system on a car, they're like, "Whoop, you rerouting, we're taking you back because you went by it." Take one step at a time and follow the breadcrumbs your higher self leaves for you. Surrender to divine timing during this process and make sure to trust your gut feelings about people and opportunities that come your way. If a door closes, accept that it's not for you. Remember to repeatedly visualize, feel, and take guided action steps, and your dream will manifest. So I like that. There's this, of course, connection from your higher self wanting consistency. And I like it, like all of us, what I heard was, am I strongly connected or not? Yeah, sometimes not. It depends on what we're going through in the moment, right? And it's for all of us, no matter how high of a spiritual being we get, we're still human and we still have some triggers that we're always working through. And we didn't come here. Not many of us came here to be masters and heightened, you know, um, enlightened masters, right? Most of us come here for the adventure theme park, and we want to go through it, and it's ebb and flow. And so there's times where you're like in this wonderful connected place, and then there's other times we're drawn equally in the opposite direction into our fears. So consistency is key. Yeah. Balance. Here's the ebb and flow I was just talking about. So they were like, let's get to the cards. You're starting to talk about the cards already. So they're showing here the visual of that we're up and we're down and we're higher vibration and lower vibration, higher vibration and lower vibration. So you do have a great connection with spirit, and then other times we disconnect, but it's us disconnecting, not them, because we move out from under under the spout where all the glory comes out, which it's like if there's this fountain that's flowing and we're a cup and we're underneath it, when we're right underneath it, we're filling up and overflowing. But if we go off kilter, we're only getting some of it, you know. Um, and so we're like, oh, let me just go back, into here. This is so funny. So you got a 5, a 6, and a 7. They're like it's all part of the steps that you go through. You have the 5, transformation of energy, moving from fear over into, something loving. So it looks fearful, but then it turns into lovingness. You have the 6, you have this abundance, the balancing coming in again. And the 7, allowing yourself to be on a hill, allowing yourself to be seen, and not worried about, we don't have to become defensive when we're in a higher place, right? So I feel like here, just spirit saying, just go, trust the process, trust the step, just take the very next step. After you're done taking the fifth step, then you go to the sixth step, and then you go to the seventh step, and just enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. I like all that manifesting guidance they gave you too in the connection, and trust then the next step will be provided for you, and just take the guided next steps. Which is what that was saying there, right? About taking um, being aware and connect as often as you can, meditation, whatever you can do, but you definitely have this wonderful ebb and flow. Yeah, isn't that great? Takes the pressure off, you know. Spirituality, a lot of it teaches us that, oh, you're supposed to be, connected to the higher world 100% of the time. And you're like, well, then why do I just go home? Why don't I just go back to the other side if I'm just only talking to them? It's like someone going to an amusement park and the whole time they're talking to someone on the phone and they're not enjoying the theme park. Like, why don't you just go home? You're not enjoying it. So they're like, live, enjoy the steps, and be gentle with yourself, and enjoy the journey. So I like that for you, Nova. All right. And that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you. And thank you again for your additional donation. All right. So, Happy Pill, you are up next. You want to know anything about your upcoming path? What does Spirit want you to know here? All right. Well, so I like the joy celebration card coming in here. So I like that. Definitely joyful, joyful, joyfulness that's coming in here. And then we've got here this, also represents connection to your spiritual posse, your invisible posse, which is your guardian angel and your angels and your spirit guides and your loved ones on the other side and ancestors and leprechauns and unicorns and fairies, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. This is them saying that they are here for you too. So your upcoming path, you're not alone in it. In the invisible world, there's a lot of joy and celebration, but this is also represents like you're getting kind of a tribe, and I feel like it's a small tribe. I mean, literally, I feel like it's like, you know, to 1, 2, or 3 people that it's just, you're having people come across your path that are so in alignment that get you. You don't have to explain yourself. You can just say something and they get it, and they're looking for someone like you too. So I feel like there's like at least 1, I kind of feel like it's at least 2 really, where there's at least 3 of you, maybe 4, but it's a very small group of individuals that you guys just get one another that helps you on your upcoming path. Because we got the moon energy coming in here too, and this, connecting to the higher realms, connecting to the higher realms. Mother Luna, bringing awareness, bringing truths up, bringing things from the unknown into the known. So I just feel like it's a wonderful path of learning together. And when these two come together, the this little group of individuals, It's like you all get it. You all have like a similar belief, but you also all carry extra information. It's like someone has, I'm going to use Reese peanut butter. So someone has like peanut butter and someone has chocolate and someone has, let's say, some cookie wafers, right? And when you all come together, you're enjoying your stuff individually, but when you put them all together, it's like it creates this new like, oh my god, this is so. You all have parts that you put in that each didn't have, and but each of what you have is important to one another, if that makes sense. So I just feel like it's a wonderful coming together of a few individuals and the spiritual connection, this moon connection. Just it feels very magical and I like it. But that's what I feel is coming up here on your upcoming path, so keep your eyes peeled for your little tribe because they are looking for you as well. All right. So many blessings to you. Happy pill. Up next, we have, speaking of magical, we have a magician. And you want to know, what are you attracting in your life? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see. All right. What do they have here? Okay. So, um, your higher self is calling you to this higher place here. There is this movement. The two X's are standing out to me, which is that there are some significant endings and new beginnings that are coming your way here, but it's like it's bringing you from this place of existing to living. Here's the people that were in their coffins just existing, but your higher self is awakening you to something more in alignment with your heart, because you've got the two of swords here, which is about making decisions, but it's closing your eyes and opening your heart. Then you can see with your high heart and see things differently instead of just making decisions with your mind, which is, checking off check boxes, the mind going, this is what you should do and supposed to do and need to and have to do and must do. It's like, all right, well, you've completed the checklist, and well, now you're existing. You're making it up to, like, you have all these expectations. You do all this work just to get to zero, and you feel like you're existing. Whereas when you're connecting to your heart and your higher heart, you're realizing there's some dreams, there's some passions that you want to do, where you want to live and not exist. Because we can live to work, or we can work to live. And there's a big difference in there. And I feel like this is what is coming your way, and what you're attracting into your life is a change of path, a change of intention, a change of focus, a change of navigation. And I like that for you. So that's what's coming in. So there you go, magician. Many, many blessings to you. That's what they have for you. And double, triple, quadruple X. I'm not sure if you heard last night, but you were part of one of the winners on Monday, June 5th, and you did win a 30-minute personal recorded reading. So if you go and check out the video, it'll tell you what you need to do to get in touch. So congratulations. And you know what is coming for you? What is coming in for you? A free 30-minute reading. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see what else we have here for you. All right. Wow. So you do have this joy and celebration coming your way here, which is a great card to get. Balanced energy could be a gathering of some sort of celebration of some sort too, like a wedding, a party. Just there's this gathering of celebration that's coming in here and coming your way. You do have the Chariot card, which is the power of choice. There is this movement, there is this victory. So I just feel like there is this wonderful event coming, this experience that comes into your life that feels very joyful and very big. And this is also is your power of choice card. So I like that because it tells us that no matter what is happening in the outside world, you have this powerful choice every second. Every moment is either a choice of unconditional love and that higher vibration love, and fear and lower vibrational, love. Every moment is of love. It's just different levels that bring us different things and different feelings and experiences. There's no right or wrong. One is like a hot tub and the other is like a cold pool. There's reasons why we enjoy each one of those. Hot day of 100 degrees, cool pool. A chilly evening, hot tub, right? So there's this choice every moment, and it's a mental choice of what story we put to each moment, what emotion we want to feel as we go through it, and where we're investing our energy and actions that we're taking. And of course, we have a bunch of popular opinions on what these thoughts are supposed to be, the emotions are supposed to be, what we should do or supposed to do, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't mean we have to. And there's this power that comes in with these situations here. And I love it. I love that there's this opportunity to celebrate or not. And you get to choose. And it's great. So that's what I feel is coming in for you, opportunities to put that into practice, and it's going to be a fun experience for sure. But that's what they have for you, double, triple, quadruple X. Ah, well, thank you so much. Absolutely. Um, oh, yeah, I know it wasn't easy, right? Yeah, it's definitely going to be worth it in the end. And so I look forward to getting your email for your additional reading. We'll dive in even deeper. Because we go even deeper, of course, in the personal readings. So I like it, I like it, I like it. And you're so sweet. Thank you. All right. So let's see. We left off here. Lovely, lovey. Hello. Hello, lovey, lovey dudette. You like a general reading for whatever comes out? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. Well, I like this. I like this for you here, because we've got the high priestess, which I feel represents you. You go into your priestess temple, you connect above, you go behind the veil, you dive deep. So you really are intuitive. You're connected to your gifts, and you have this wonderful, emotional center that you know, move within, and that you master in a lot of ways, right? Well, you have this King of Cups coming into your life here that's being drawn, and they appreciate this, which I like because the King of Cups, of course, rolls over water, and so they appreciate someone who can manage water, because it's like Aquaman, or Neptune, the king of the sea. They need someone who can handle water, or they're going to have a really rough time. And so they definitely have this appreciation for your awareness and understanding of emotion. But they also, of course, have a second, um, you know, um, portion of air, which is thought and belief and mindset, which they also appreciate about you because you have this connection to higher knowledge and this awareness and a lot of intuitiveness where you just get things intuitively because of your connection. So I feel like you're having this individual come in. They say the King of Cups is kind of like someone with Christ consciousness, someone who's very compassionate and grounded, and just feels this, um, people just feel safe around. And I feel like this is an individual that's coming into your life. So I like this for you. And I like that when we don't ask, that's when they bring the information, right? Because I feel like we've been looking, like, who, is there love going to be coming in? What about that person? What about that person? Like, okay, fine. What do you have to tell me? Oh, well, this guy's coming. And you're like, really? But I like it because that is such your spirit guides. They're like, nah, 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 nah. If you don't ask for it, then we'll tell you it. So that is hilarious. But I really like that coming in here for you, Miss Levy. Yeah, and here you came back out again here too. It's being true to your authentic self, and not, you don't need to be anybody else but yourself. And I like it. All right. So that's what they have for you, lovey. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Cherry. You would like some guidance. All right. Let's take a look here. See what they have here for you. Yeah, we know it. We know it. You're definitely getting ready here to set off on this new adventure. You know, the zeros, the first card in the major arcana, leaving the world card, which is ending of old cycles, beginning of new things. You have the page of pentacles, new opportunities opening up in the outside world. So you definitely have this journey that's coming forward. The zero is about leaving behind expectations, right? The supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts that restrict and keep us from enjoying a journey. There's so many blocks when we have ourselves in like a cage, we can't move forward. So it's been this releasing of thought and belief and allowing these new opportunities to come in the perfect way, releasing the how, releasing the when and everything, because you know the what, but it's everything else. We're allowing the universe to bring in the perfect person in the perfect way in the perfect timing. And I like this because the opportunity is not far away. So I like this. They're just saying, get ready for this adventure. Um, and I like it. So that is what they have for you right now, Cheery. So many, many blessings to you. All right, Shirley, Maydor, hello, happy Friday. You want to ask, what does TW want from your connection? All right, let's see what we have here. You are very welcome, Lovey. So let's see, what does this TW want? Well, we've got the Empress and the Emperor. So there is this, sunshine rainbows. Boom. So this is this divine counterpart kind of energy coming in here. Sensuality, new birth, harvest, um, Aries energy, new beginnings, fiery passion, control a little bit. They're wanting to make decisions and wanting, not listening to what other people are thinking. They're really wanting to stand up and do things their way, not meet with everyone else's expectations, but stand up and do things. The Empress, too, is without expectation. So it's like almost like, what do they want from your connection? Freedom. They just want to be able to have this sensuality and do what they want and just have things, unfold and flow. I guess that's unflow. That's unfolding flow. I made a new word. They want unflow. They want just to be able to um, go forward with this. This is the energy that I'm getting between here. So, I feel like they just had so many, um, I want to say false starts in relationships where people had such strong and extreme expectations that they just always felt like they were disappointing and they couldn't keep up or do what everyone wanted to do. So psh, they just kind of just shut down. So they start, and if they get any hint that they're being disappointing, they'll just back away. And it has to do with their childhood too, of course. It ripples forward from that. But that's why they want no expectations and no rules, because then they can't fail. Like they want to attend a class with no grades. They just want a community class, a painting class without any grading in it, you know? So it's that kind of energy. They're just like, I just want to enjoy myself and have freedom. Oh, yeah. The defensiveness, the bossiness, right? And that's funny, right? I mean, they they don't want anyone else to have rules on them, but they have a bunch of rules, which is where that emperor energy is coming in. Um, and it's fear based, right? just because of when they were younger, they were told what a disappointment they were. Yeah, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain that keeps them there. And I like that they have the Page of Swords, so they're working through things, but not very fast. So that's what's coming through, Shirley. Yay! You know, it's a wonderful mirror for us, though. Whatever we see in others, it's like, okay, how can I learn from that? And what rules do I have? What double standards do I have? Because that's what I feel, they have double standards. But that's what's coming in, Shirley. So enjoy your adventure. Yay. All right. Very good. Very good. Hey, BD Jalan. You are up next. I'm almost to the end here. Too funny. Hello, hello. So, what is your current energy like? Let's take a look here and get an energy read. What does Spirit want you to know about your energy? Energy, energy. Well, I like this here. You've got the Four of Pentacles here, which is about like a solid foundation in the outside world. Um, just it feels like home that you have here. So I feel like you're just feeling stable. It feels very um, I don't know, home kind of feels comfortable and safe, right? And I feel like that's kind of the energy coming in here. And I feel some of it has to do with this Page of Cups where you are really connecting to your inner love, your self-love lately, and so that you're feeling at home with yourself, but also the energy is like you're open for new love coming in from the outside too. But I kind of feel like you kind of go back and forth because you're like, oh, I like this feeling of home and the self love I'm developing. Do I really want to screw it up with a relationship on the outside? That's what I feel. It's like, do I want to ruin it? I'm enjoying the peace. I want love, but it's like cost benefit analysis. But I like it because ultimately, you know that you want to experience more love. But I love, love, love that you're finding your inner love and you're really feeling at home with yourself. Um, is what the energy I'm feeling on the inside, right? You're just feeling the safety, this wholeness, and I like it. All right. That's what they have for you right now, VD. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. You're very welcome, Shirley. You're very welcome, VD. All right. And of course, everybody, make sure if you have not signed up for the drawing for Monday, here is a link. I'm going to be giving away two 30-minute personal recorded readings. And if you haven't checked out your Joyous June reading, here it is for each individual zodiac sign. I even have a little chart in there that talks about the planets and what part of our life they rule over. So if you're wanting to know about a specific part of your life, like let's say love, you can look at your Venus and even your moon talks about your emotions, but Venus has to do specifically with love. Or I want to know about this masculine energy in my life. You can look at your Mars sign. So if you have your birth chart, you know which sign those are, and then you can go watch those videos, and it'll give you this aspect of what's going on in your life in that area. Um, and if you don't know your birth planets and your birth chart, they offer them free online everywhere now. I use astro.com. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I've used them for years and beautiful, kind people, and it's free. Perfect price. But use the site you trust for sure. So that's that. And then every week I also put out, of course, a pick a card reading. And this week's was really fun. Who's thinking about you right now? And what are they thinking? They also included. And I have a ton of free pick a card readings on my main page too, and some free series that are out there. If you want to check those out too, a lot of free content. All right. And thank you guys also for all the thumbs up that you give the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you guys for being part of the love tsunami. I appreciate all of your love and all your support. Absolutely. And um, and we will, yeah, Rishi, absolutely. We will catch you before we head out here. And we'll take a look here and see a general message from Spirit and see what do they want you to know right now. All right. Look at you with change of thinking and thought and belief going on here. So you have the Ace of Swords, which allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, right? And cutting away the fears and the thoughts and the beliefs. And I like this with the Six of Swords. You're moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. This is spirit showing that you are acknowledging that you have left old thinking behind and you're moving into new thinking. So you've left behind, like maybe three swords, and you're heading with three swords into new thinking. This does also indicate with this change of thinking and belief, as we change in our thinking, we change our speaking, we change our feeling, we change our action. And there's this movement that's happening in your outside world with the Six of Swords. So I feel like you've been doing a lot of clarifying of your thought and beliefs and mindsets that's opening up and having this great movement that's coming in here. So I'm liking it. There's going to be some change and change and change manifesting itself in the outside world. So I like it. And we just hit 1111. So confirmation, boom. All right. So hopefully that helps, Rishi. That's what they have for you right now. And I'm going to go ahead. And I know I came on early today, but it's because let me just check here. Nope, it wasn't from them. I was looking for a text from my host. She should be getting out of the hospital today, so fingers crossed. And I just want to be available to head off and get her picked up and bring her home. So thank you guys so much for all your love and support and all your thirst for searching after spirit. I shall return this evening, so I shall be back. And of course, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, I'm on twice a day. Here Wednesday through Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time and 11 a.m. normally. Um, Mountain Time on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings too. So we'll see you guys soon. Until then, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world. Much love to you. You guys hang in there and you take care. We'll see you soon.